Hey guys, we are in day 203 in our Bible reading plan, 2 Chronicles 1 through 3 and Proverbs 26, 17 through 28. 2 Chronicles will follow a bit the pattern of 1 Chronicles in that it's written probably by Ezra, and it's written to a people who had been exiled to the Babylonian Empire and now are coming back to Jerusalem to build the temple. It's meant to encourage the people, to remind them of God's covenant and his promise to them. So we start with Solomon under one undivided kingdom, and then we're going to see the kingdom divide and follow sort of the track of kings under Judah and under Israel. The stories that we're going to cover are going to be awesome. Some of them, even though it's the same history as what we saw in the Kings, the stories are awesome. You'll see when we get there. Some of them are awesome. So it's going to be a fun book. And then at the end, though the kingdoms divide, then we're going to come back to one kingdom. And I hate reading about Solomon. I don't know about you guys, but for somebody who started off with so much potential, he really did blow it. Here's the big idea for today. There is no sacrifice too great or cost too high for building God's name and his kingdom. And so we start off with this incredible sort of place where Solomon is just taking over the kingdom. He gives, at the end of verse 6, Solomon went up to the altar of the Lord and gave 1,000 burnt offerings on it. That night, God appears to Solomon. Think about it. God appeared to Solomon and says, what do you want? You could have asked for anything. And he doesn't ask for fame or money or status. What he asks for is wisdom. And God is really touched and pleased by that. And he says, because this was in your heart, you have not asked for possessions, wealth, honor, or a lot of social media followers. He said, I'm going to give you all this. So he does. He gives them, he makes them great. And so Solomon starts to gather the people and the materials that he's going to use to build the temple, and he gives the motivation of it in chapter 2, verse 5, which I thought was a very big, sort of idea. It's probably where I got the big idea from, but he says, the house that I am to build will be great, for our God is greater than all gods. That was his motivation. The guy was on target, and sadly it didn't last long. You could today be believing that God is greater than anything that you might want, but wait till he holds back the things that you want, and then the test will come. How will you stand at that point? Is God really the one you want? And chapter 3, the Solomon began to build the house of the Lord in Jerusalem on Mount Moriah. Do you remember what else happened on Mount Moriah? It's where Abraham took his son Isaac in Genesis 20, maybe 22, and was going to offer him as a sacrifice. And what else happened? God provided an animal, a little goat stuck in the thicket, to give as a substitute for Isaac. It was a picture of salvation back in early Genesis. And here now there's a temple of God that symbolizes God's presence on Mount Moriah. And what we're looking forward to is that Christ is going to come. And so there's a lot of symbolism there that this is the mount where the temple is built in Jerusalem. And so a lot of details now. We're going to go into the temple furnishings in the next couple of days, but it's going to be good stuff. For now, hey, you could start well. Maybe you're in the middle. If you're in the middle and questioning, should I keep on going? I'm going to urge you to keep on going, to remember why you're following the Lord, remember who he is, and don't go back. Don't turn, don't drift. Stay where you need to be. It's not about Bible reading. It's about staying connected with the Lord. Hope you're doing that. Love you guys.